Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn is not a Netflix replacement fight. It is a war built on personal beef, revenge, and a battle for the soul of boxing itself.
He proved that he's still got that side of him, the killer, the ferocious finisher. Oh, what a shot!
In an instant, it's all over.
And it's lights out! Wow! Anthony Joshua!
Yeah! No board job! No board job! No board job! We got a lot to talk about. Rumorville. Gervonta Tank Davis back September. Hit the Tyson bell. Rumorville. Ryan Garcia versus Conor. Their fight September 12th. Netflix to replace.
Here is what the mainstream is completely missing. When Mayweather vs. Pacquiao 2 collapsed, Netflix needed a replacement fast. Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn on September 12th is that replacement. But the moment this fight was announced, two worlds collided. Oscar de la Hoya, the face of traditional boxing, versus Dana White and Zuffa, who just signed Conor Benn to a multi-fight deal and are building an entirely new boxing league to replace the old system. This fight is a proxy war.
The Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2 fight that has fallen through. But first, my favorite fighter. Does showbiz have a favorite fighter? If you don't know, now you know. The real ones know. Yeah, I got a favorite fighter. Y'all see a stare down? Electrifying. Who's my favorite fighter? Fawaz. Yep, Fawaz.
Guy. It's gonna be fun. Very. I like it.
Champion versus challenger.
Apologize. Apologize. After the fight, I will apologize. I bust you up. You bust me up. This guy, do you know what you're doing? You're making me want to hurt you really badly. This guy. This guy.
You see what I'm saying? Hit the Tyson bell. Now you know why. You know why now? After seeing Michael break records, the movie, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Now look at Fawaz, right? See, I'm from the 80s. See, I remember Mike, the Jacksons, right? I'm from the Barge era. Ready for the world. Fawaz, hit the Tyson bell. Yeah. No matter what happens, I'm putting my money on Fawaz. That's my boy.
Let's see who's bad, man. Come on, let's go.
Now let's talk about what we came to talk about, the rumors. Let's start off with Gervonta Tank Davis. According to the Schofields, they're looking to fight Gervonta Tank Davis next.
You want me to answer? Oh no, they really in talks right now with Tank for us to fight Tank. We've been his mandatory. Some people say, well, your son might lose, but my son want to live out his dream.
And you guys know who represents the Schofields, and that's Golden Boy, Oscar de la Hoya. Here's what he had to say about getting the Schofields that damn fight.
There will be real talks happening very soon. If Kid Austin wants to go after Tank next, then me as a promoter is what I have to do and get him, right? I'm not sure exactly what position or what Tank Davis is doing, but I did hear he does want to fight third quarter of this year.
So like July is what they were telling me that they would like? Is
September,
that, okay.
October.
Now, there's two things I want to say about that. Number one, it's so damn funny how Oscar de la Hoya, and I love him like a play cuz, he's one of my favorite people in boxing, but it's just funny as hell to me how Oscar de la Hoya, when it comes to certain fighters, he's like, stand clear, all right? Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis, now he's like, I give you the fight if you want it, but I don't know if you want that type of belt to ask.
As a promoter, I still feel that I would give him one more fight and then go after Tank. But if he wants it right away, let's go. It wouldn't be the right decision in my eyes.
Right? Remember he did that with Ryan Garcia. Now, we could give you Tank if you want him, but I'm not sure if you want that type of belt to ask. And now he's doing that with Floyd Schofield. I get you to fight. If you want to fight, you get to fight. I just don't know. And I think it's because of Oscar De La Hoya's his own shit, right? Taking on the likes of Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins. Certain people and their certain slickness and how they fight. It's like, yo, these guys are nightmares. It's Tyson Bale. But Oscar said, we'll get you to fight. Gervonta Tank Davis talking about no matter what, he'll be coming back September. You don't really know exactly what's going on with Gervonta Tank Davis outside the ring, so he really has a battle there. But if he has, like, you know, he feels positively and he's talking about coming back September. I heard rumors about Pitbull. Now, a lot of you guys are interested in that. I would be very interested in Floyd Schofield versus Gervonta Tank Davis. I just think that'd be one, the press conferences alone, right? Can you people calling, you know, Big Floyd, Papa Floyd, you know, y'all call him Auntie Schofield and shit like that. People don't like him. So, dude, that shit would be hilarious. Just a lead up. And then you have Floyd Schofield, who definitely can swat. But the second thing I want to say about that possible matchup is, listen, I know the Schofields. I think they have a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to pick. You know, I love you, boy. I like them when they fight, and that's my problem. If this fight is even made, a lot of us aren't going to feel confident about the fight happening until they step in the ring, until you hear. Seriously, that's what's going on now. You know, there's been a few fights that's been very close that we're excited about that he had to pull out of. And I'm saying they probably more likely for real reasons. Like he was sick against Shakur Stevenson. He had the wrist injury, the hand injury. So there is just, you know, but do people have faith and feel secure that if a fight is made with Floyd Schofield, with Kid Austin, that the fight will happen, right? So it's one of those things you don't want to hold your breath, you know, and that's the second thing. I mean, I'm just being honest here, all right, being genuine. That's the second thing that makes you kind of hesitant about this fight happening.
Oscar De La Hoya is even pushing to amend the Muhammad Ali Act, the law that protects fighters, specifically to block Zuffa's boxing league from taking over, and Ryan Garcia is his weapon. Conor Benn is Dana White's answer. Traditional boxing versus the new guard. This beef runs much deeper than one fight on a streaming platform.
Now, let's talk about Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. Eddie Hearn said this about the fight, saying that this is the replacement fight on Netflix for May Pac 2.
Not now. I mean,
Do you want to
also, you know, Netflix are only going to do so many fights, and the word is they're doing Ben Garcia now on September the 12th or whenever that's going to be, and that's obviously the fight that's replacing Mayweather-Pacquiao.
Hit the Tyson Bale. Listen, now, you guys heard what I had to say, but not a lot of you guys were there for that live stream, so I'm going to say it again. There's a great way to package this fight, Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. Now, you know Oscar De La Hoya, who represents Ryan Garcia, he's been going toe-to-toe with Dana White. They're trying to get the Muhammad Ali Revival Act, right, to amend the Muhammad Ali Act that's there to protect the fighters and all that stuff so they can get their boxing league on. And Conor Benn signing that multi-deal with Zuffa, is being projected as like a future boxing league. This is the story. Oh my God, this is the story. Traditional boxing versus the boxing league. Oscar De La Hoya represents traditional boxing. Dana White coming in, foreigner to the sport of boxing, trying to revive the Muhammad Ali Act with this boxing league. That is the story. It's Zuffa, the boxing league versus traditional boxing. And it's Ryan Garcia representing that of traditional boxing versus Conor Benn signed a multi-fight deal, has no problem with Zuffa.
And then there is the personal element nobody wants to address directly. Garcia and Benn already have bad blood. This is not two guys who shook hands and agreed to make money together. Conor Benn does not like Ryan Garcia. Garcia goes from friendly to ferocious in seconds. Put those two in a press conference room, and the fight is already happening.
Representing that. It's a us versus them type of battle. It is a great storyline. Let's hash out the Muhammad Ali Act, keeping the Muhammad Ali Act as is, and the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. Forget Congress. Let's take this to the ring, and we're going to hash it out and deal with it with our fist. That is the perfect storyline for that fight. I hope that fight gets across the line, and I'm telling you, I'm giving this away for free. That is the move. I think that is how you market the fight. That is how you advertise it. And even if you don't advertise it that way, you can't help but to see it that way. Dana White, Oscar De La Hoya, the new guard versus the traditional guard. Ryan Garcia representing that versus Conor Benn. I mean, it's a brilliant way to do it. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Showbiz for adult. I think it's also a great lead up. I mean, holy shit, right? They're going to be hashing it out. Bring Eddie Hoyne in there too, honestly. Right, but the press conferences, Oscar and Dana going back and forth. Conor doesn't like Ryan. You guys know that they had that beef. They're going back and forth.
And the in-ring matchup is just as explosive. Neither of these men is coming to box. Conor Benn walks through pain and keeps coming. Garcia is one of the most naturally gifted punchers at welterweight. No tactics, no chess match. Both men are coming to put the other one to sleep. And one of them will.
This shit'll be crazy, and then the fight itself will be wild, right? Conor Benn isn't the nicest guy in the world. Ryan Garcia's like snappy. I don't want to call him bipolar, but that dude go from friendly to like just like that. So, bro, you know, and both of them can bang. You know that fight will be wild as hell. There's not going to be a whole bunch of technical savvy shit.
This fight was never really about Netflix. It was never really about replacing a Mayweather event. Ryan Garcia needs this win to prove his career is not in freefall. Conor Benn needs this to announce himself on the global stage. September 12th is not a boxing match. It is a reckoning, and somebody is getting finished.